That's just great! I've released all that water and it's trapped with nowhere to go! And look at outside, it's actually raining! Flipping God! Well, as you can tell, winter is still with June. I don't know why I actually think it's winter time in June, but it's actually summer as I'm living in the UK. You may have noticed in the background, of course, yes, my cars do have license plates, even though I'm saying that. In fact, all of my cars aren't really pathetically, well, let's just say, all mine. Well, they are located in the UK, of course, but I do have some toys to review, and I think it's going to be quite some sort of interesting toy review where I might take a look at some of the toys where I've actually looked at in several videos, and there's some which I actually haven't been looking forward to looking at in another video, which to be honest has been quite amazing. And to be honest, there's so many other toys here that I actually haven't looked at in previous videos. Surely it's going to be amazing, and I hope once you start to basically, once you start looking at my toys, they're going to be great. It's going to be a random pick of all sorts of toys from various, well, let's just say, different areas and different things from that universe. And I'm not going to do a jump cut because there's so many products that I've actually haven't reviewed. So it's going to be quite a massive toy review. And I think these are the products that I actually haven't looked at. So I think we're going to start off with this one here. The world's largest eagle, Steller sea eagle. Again, a third bigger than the golden, or should I say, again as a third bigger as a golden. Well, let's just say a golden eagle is actually smaller than a white-tailed and a Steller sea eagle. Yep, £17.99, £18, guys. It does have a huge Japanese influence because it does look like that these birds remind me of Pidgeot. Yep, they certainly do remind me of the Pokemon Pidgeot because it's got that thing there where the bird has got that sort of detail there, runs like that, and there's the instructions, as we all know. Pretty mundane sort of toy, but we'll have a look. I don't know why I did a jump cut just now, but here is a look of one of these Steller sea eagles. And I've actually noticed it's actually very, very nice to see this sort of bird in action. And it's quite interesting. Steller sea eagles, they're actually quite interesting looking birds. They are like the brothers, they're like the sisters of the bald eagle of the US and also the white-tailed eagle and the fish eagle, which I think is from Africa, and there's also the white-bellied sea eagle from Asia and Australia, which looks pretty amazing. And there's the other Steller sea eagle, and I think the original name for this bird is called the white-winged eagle or the white-shouldered eagle, thanks to these right there. And it looks pretty cool. They've got these types of eyes. Yeah, what can you say about the Steller sea eagle, man, eh? I'd love to know, because, it's actually quite a very interesting bird, but I think it's the sort of bird that overshadows a bald eagle or a white-tailed eagle, or let's just say a white-bellied sea eagle or African fish eagle. I would say every sea eagle on the menu here. Well, these guys aren't going to be eaten. Well, the truth is, Steller sea eagle is actually a very rare and endangered species of bird of prey, and I've actually noticed there's like 5,000 of these guys left. So we better act fast, otherwise these guys will be obliterated into oblivion with nowhere to be seen. But nevertheless, these guys are native to East Asia. Well, as I'm repacking the Steller sea eagles, I think our next product will be this one here. It's a British Wildlife Collection toy, and it's this one here. Look at the price there, £25.99, or that's £26. And what's quite strange is that this set is called the Glaucous Gull Flock 12-pack in breeding form, because they don't have the brown streakings on the head that you would find in wintertime like many other seagulls do. And it looks pretty cool, the Glaucous Gull Flock 12-pack. It's got red feet. Yep, the feet looks pretty interesting. They've got it as red instead of pink. Maybe it's because I was losing loads and loads of tension, I suppose, but look at that. It does have a similar appearance to Wingulls from the Pokemon franchise, which is totally and utterly amazing indeed. And yes, the Glaucous Gull is a winter visitor to the United Kingdom. Okay, going to come in and do the unpacking now. What's quite funny is that Prices are going to be rising because of the cold and inclement weather that we have at the moment. And as we all know, premium brands tend to charge premium prices. The question is, am I totally correct or am I totally wrong? Maybe I'm the sort of person who feels quite gullible. Sorry for the pun, but this is what I'm feeling like. Well, let's take a look at a very good inspection of the Glaucous gull. They have got grey wingtips, what you would find on the real specimens here. Therefore, they've got a very beautiful patterning. I don't think there's any wingtip patterning except for this section here. None on the these wing ears, the outer wing markings there. I think, I dare say the backs are more silvery grey. They look sort of lighter compared to a herring gull's back in the way they've been designed or been created by God, I suppose. The feet, of course, are reddish pinkish, which is quite amazing. They do look like Wingull from the Pokemon franchise because, as you may know, Wingull tends to have these small oval-shaped sort of eyes. And it's quite interesting. That's a very big truth, eh? Very cool looking design. And what's interesting about Glaucous gulls is that they're like the midget. Well, actually, they're not like the midget size, but they're actually more like a gargantuan size to that of the Auld Lang gull. And there's also another specimen, which I think, which competes this gull in terms of size, is the Great Blackback gull. And it is the world's second largest gull, followed by the Slaty-back gull, found in Asia, of course. And in flight, compared to much of other seagulls, I suppose, and like the Great Blackback gull, it does have this very weird and nimble-looking flight. And to be honest, this is like a bird that you would never trust because it has a very, very heavy and unbalanced feel. And that is why I'm proving you guys to know what this bird is like. Well, to be honest, I don't know why I keep on jump cutting, because I just want to make this video a lot more interesting. I'm not sure if I could do a lot of cutouts, and yes, I'm still not in my time to basically reveal my face because of the cold weather outside, and yes, I do have a very huge tension of getting cold weather in my brain. I can tell you guys, every time when I have the huge worries about cold weather outside, unfortunately, that can be thing that I've actually just looked at. Maybe I'm just being a bit hypocritical at the moment, eh? But to be honest, guys, though, that is just, that's just the type of person I literally am at the moment. Just hard making reviews during at the month of June. But we had a great time on the 5th of June, just taking a look at this toy here. I think this is actually a toy we've actually looked at in another video. I can't remember. This was the Rook versus Buzzard. I think that's like a Goshawk versus Buzzard 12-pack. I'm not sure if I've seen this product, but it looks so cool. Maybe I have. Maybe you guys. I'm pretty sure I've seen this product before. I think the best way, if I can count, I don't know. Maybe I might save that in another video, or maybe I have already reviewed it, but I think the product I might probably finish off with this video is this one here. This is the product that I've actually decided I want to make this one as a very simplistic product. But look at the price here, $29.99 for that price there. I mean, look at the decimal there, and I mean, if I could literally just say something quite horrific about this product, I mean, they'll be very angry if I just brought that onto YouTube, if I acted like that. But what's quite strange is that the Cormorant's eyes isn't really yellow. I took a look at the back of the packaging there. Oh, look at that! Someone looks like Fearow from the freaking Pokemon games. Oh my god, I bet Game Freak is going to be outraged when when I just look at this. I don't know why. I'm just going to come in and do the unpacking here. And as I said earlier in this video, premium brands like Pidgeot tend to charge premium prices. Even though, when I often say things like that, that is actually not the case. So here's a look at the white Cormorant. I honestly thought it was a British Wildlife Collection toy, but it's actually not, because there might be other species of Cormorants which often come in this very beautiful white colour. Very beautiful indeed. It's got grey feet. I mean, sometimes having this white sort of detailing can lift the toy, and it's like some sort of weird heron or egret just stretched out with its neck like that. It's not like it's retracted, but it's more outstretched, which is very common indeed. It looks pretty cool. It doesn't have a hooked beak, but it looks pretty amazing. I love the clicking feature on this toy. that is amazing, man. How could you never forget that one, eh? I've actually made loads of these things. This one has got a bit of a bent beak. And that one flaps well. And I'm actually glad I'm now inside, and hopefully, with the rain in the background, I could tell you guys it's never going to be that so great when it's so wet. And cold at the same time. I just hope that there's also signs that what was going on has been completely wet. Well, yes, apart from the fact it's been wet today, let's just take a look at the design on the Cormorant here. Look at the way they've been designed with the yellow eye matching up to the beak. And I'm sure that's the sort of product which I think has a huge connection to Fearow from the Pokemon franchise. I'm not saying it does look like Spearow. I would say it's more of a Fearow. I don't know why, but I'm just putting Pokemon references in my videos as much as I like. And that's the way it goes, eh? And to be honest, eh? It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And I'm actually quite curious that the low pressure systems that we've now got is going to last until, well, let's just say Sunday or Saturday. And I hope it's going to be amazing. I hope this low pressure system... Hang on a second. Look at that. Someone just forgot to paint the flippin' feet grey. Look at that. Let me just have a look there. Oh my goodness me, someone forgot to paint the whole frickin' feet. I almost said the F word, didn't I? If I did say the F word, well, people are going to be triggered. And also, if I did say the F word, the video will be demonetized in a flash. Good grief, I think I've just painted... Maybe it's not really the most realistic way to basically paint your bird feet like that. But maybe I could literally just do things like that. I don't think this is real animal cruelty, isn't it? Just painting your feet for the bird. Look at that, eh? It's quite tricky, isn't it? But I think it sort of works, eh? And there you go. Nothing worse than just having your feet being painted. Well, what can you say? Not much to say. Because it's been very wet, and I think it's been so wet for the fact that the jet stream has been meandering across Europe, and I think what I've actually noticed is that Central Europe and also Southern Europe has also been quite hot, so there's been a massive heat wave in Germany. I think Germany has got a very peakish sort of heat wave, but we're still in this cold air, and I think from next week we will actually experience to see another heat wave. And I've got the dehumidifier on because it's been freaking cold outside. It's nothing like summer, and I feel like that there will be trouble if I keep on repeating it. That is basically the part I would literally never want to forget at any times. And yes, I've got the long sleeves on because it's been freaking cold outside. I don't know why I just keep on saying freaking as in the F word, but maybe it's just more possible and perfectly feasible to make it more easier to just make a video perform well on YouTube. Yet again, by just saying words like that, it can turn people off, and that's the way I'm saying, guys. And somehow, my whole bunch of dyslexia has finally been dissipated. And look, someone hasn't closed the packaging that properly yet, but look what's happened to the packaging there. It has slightly been deteriorated on the corner there. And if I show you there, there's actually a slight rip on the packaging there, which is a bit disappointing. But nevertheless, I think I should end this video here because I think I have basically reviewed enough in this video, and I can tell you guys, so I'm actually starting to complain about what the weather is like. But anyways, I think that's about it in this video. Give this video a like and subscribe for more videos on my YouTube channel as much as you like, my content on YouTube. And as always, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching and bye for now. Bye.